Chris, is there a bit of relief after that one?
Oh, I'm relieved every time we win. I understand the question because we were playing poorly, off a month that hasn't been great by any stretch. And even then, I think within games have actually been okay. And today was probably another example of it. Good that we got over the line. The second half was pretty dominant, but the fact is, Richmond were on top for a large part of the first half, and so that's easy to identify and a little bit harder to to find the reasons why and rectify. But in some ways, I feel a little bit better about the outcome of the game because it was really fierce early, and we had to fight our way through it and find a way in the second half. So just another reminder that if you go into a game, I don't think we did this, but I think the fans, if they sort of go in thinking, well, the ladder's going to dictate how this game's going to be played, they're going to be continually surprised because the competition is pretty even. I think even the last couple of weeks, they've shifted the way they were playing. We didn't look too much at the previous couple of weeks, the Brisbane game of the Gabba in particular, because we knew they were going to shift the way they played, and they were really competitive and made it hard for us. And I was pleased that we were able to get the game back on our terms.
So to do that, Jack Bowes, was that arguably his best game for the club?
Yeah, my blink response would be yes. We were really pleased with that midfield group. Toby Conway in the ruck, there aren't many sort of third-year ruckmen in the competition, and Nankervis is obviously a seasoned campaigner. I thought Toby more than held his own, and it is good for our midfielders without Cam Guthrie and without Paddy Dangerfield to stand up. And I'm not sure exactly how far we got down. Felt like about 4 goals there at one stage, and those guys in the middle needed to find a way to get on top, and I thought they did that.
Yeah, Atkins as well, Tanner Bruin, you must be happy it wasn't probably your biggest stars that were standing up, but some of those younger guys coming in, Jack Bowes, some of those younger guys.
Yeah, exactly. Again, I reference Conway again. It was, it would have been nice if Jai Clark had been part of that mix as well, because we're really confident that we've got a group of players that are good enough to play together for 8 or 10 years. And so these sort of games, in a way, are kind of better than the ones that you win by 30 points where you sort of had that margin the whole game. We were really challenged, and there are a few little tweaks that we made, but it was more just asking for a bit more from those guys around the middle.
Yeah, Ollie Dempsey gave you a lot of spark there.
Yeah, he was terrific in that. Did a kick 3 in the second quarter and sort of kept us in it, really. He had a really good game ahead of the ball. We were pleased with him.
Can you say what those tweaks were? Like, what flicked the switch in that third quarter? Because you were down in the midfield, down in clearances, tackle count was down. How do you tweak it to flick it?
Yeah, well, their pressure was really good. And even, I think, sort of midway through the second quarter, it felt like a little bit of rain came as well. And it looked like it was going to be a slippery game. But we thought that we actually looked better when we used the ball a little bit more. And I thought, like Cameron going up to the wing, helped our ability to sort of use the ball through the middle of the ground. I thought he had a real sort of impact in the second half. Started to push forward, look dangerous as well. And that was clear that they were going to change a few things from the way they were playing earlier in the year. And they at their best, when they have even numbers ahead of the ball and can move the ball quickly into that forward line, they can be a real threat. So we just adjusted a few things to make that harder for them.